What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Action Sunday. This week, as promised, I wanted to look at a Dolph Lundgren movie. So after a whole lot of contemplation, I wanted to go with one that was in my queue the longest, and this was this movie, this 1997 straight to VHS movie called The Peacekeeper, right? And of course, I know on paper, it sounds, I know the title doesn't sound all too pleasing, but then again, it is named after a similar missile of the same project of the same name. And also what piqued my interest was the cast in this movie. Besides Dolph Lundgren, you got Roy Scheider, yes, and Sheriff Brody from Jaws in this movie, as well as future daytime talk show host Montel Williams. When I saw that, I was like, this is an interesting oddball mishmash of a cast, but how's the movie pan out? Well, it's a little interesting. It's the storytelling's a little shaky, but let me describe it in a way. So Dolph Lundgren plays this guy named Cross. He's a disgraced special ops kind of thing because he did something that he shouldn't have done. So then he becomes the guy that carries the football for the president. Okay? That's jargon for anybody who doesn't know what the football is. It's essentially a black bag that has all the launch codes, for all the nukes and whatnot in the country, kind of thing. So what happens is he's in charge of that. Something goes wrong. The black box is stolen / football. I'm calling it whatever you want to call it, and things lead to a crazy, out of control race against time, and it is batshit insane. It's like this movie doesn't fuck around. Like really, right after the opening credits thing, and after what happens with Dolph Lundgren's character, you're literally thrusted into the conflict. It's like, okay, here he is. He's handcuffed to the box. He's handcuffed to the suitcase. And all of a sudden, shit really happens, and it goes at breakneck speed. It's like it doesn't give you time to breathe until moments that let you know, okay, what's going on, kind of thing. And man, I will say, at least it had me enthralled and whatnot. But my problem with some of these characters is I feel like Dolph Lundgren, the main character, the main hero, is massively underdeveloped a little bit, because all you just know is that he's this way he does. He has a family, but I'm like, that's it. That's literally all you need to know about it. And the only two characters that the movie actually had to go to give some more build and give them a little bit more 2D dimensional is, of course, the villain and the president. That's all I'm going to spoil there for you, because again, this is one of those movies that was made straight to DVD or VHS kind of thing. But I think it was also edited for TV, because I noticed another problem with this movie was there was a whole lot of editing. I don't know if it was the copy or the version that I watched, because I watched it on Tubi, but I know it's also available on Freevee. But if anybody knows, if this was the version that they put out, I feel like it's choppy. There's obvious dubbed overs for people that are cursing. Instead of saying shit, they say shoot, or when they say son of a bitch, it's something else. And I go, it's so laughably obvious. You can tell, why? Why would you do this, okay? Even if it was straight to VHS, here's the thing. You don't need the dubbing. It goes straight to VHS. You can keep all the cursing and the swearing in there and all this other stuff and stuff, but you don't need to edit, even if it was made for TV. So who the fuck knows? But all I know is that to me, that kind of diminished it for me. But everything else felt pretty damn good. And just look at the plot. Yeah, it did feel shaky, because I feel like some moments I'm like, could have been more better. But looking at this in hindsight, it's like, wow, it's a very, very scary situation that could essentially happen in today's society. But of course, again, I was trying to keep that off the table, but everything else really worked. And Roy Scheider, I feel like him playing the president of the United States kind of stole the show a little bit. Between him and the villain, I don't want to give away who the villain is. He's essentially a former Marine op or something like that. Apparently, there's a whole history thing between him and the president that dates back even before Operation Desert Storm. That's all I'm going to leave at for there. And I'd say if you want this movie to watch, you can give it a watch, but again, there's just a lot. There's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad. I've noticed it as the movie went on. But to me, I feel it doesn't. To me, this is definitely one of those movies. It's like, okay, you can definitely tell people think, oh, Dolph Lundgren started to hit rock bottom here. Yeah, but I kind of think it took his career in a whole different trajectory because hey, if he's gonna do movies that they can just make and just send out there for the world to watch, even if it doesn't get the actual release, that's fine. But then again, you're still kind of losing a little bit of moolah because hey, you're just gonna rely on sales. Okay, so. Yeah, not a good plan. But then again, that's what most movies are these days. But I guess that's a trend that not gonna die anyway. But I don't know. But that's just me. But overall, if you want to give this movie a watch, you can. Just word of warning. It's like you can. It's like there's just very bad dubbing and editing throughout the movie. But the action is still good. There's some great tense moments. There's some great martial arts. There's a lot of gunfights. There's a great chase scene at the beginning of the movie, like the first half of the movie. Everything else after that is just something else. It becomes kind of goes from like a speed clone to more like a Die Hard clone, but not in a good way. But just keep that in mind, all right? And with that in mind, I'm going to give the Peacemaker. I'm going to give it a hard 6, okay, or a solid 6 for now. I wanted to rate it a little higher, but this is where I told you the ceiling ends. And again, I feel like maybe over time, maybe if I give it another chance, maybe it will grow on me. But at this moment, I think this is where it's gonna be. Like, here's the bar, here's the standards. Will it get better or worse? Well, we will only find out when and if I decide to review more Dolph Lundgren movies. All right. So that does it for this week. Let me know what you think. Thumbs this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for some more awesome and exciting videos.